Good morning, everybody. I've been a little off lately. Um, Physically, mentally, my videos may not have been the greatest, even though I'm merely bouncing off the quotes by and large. I apologize for that. I am doing the best that I can. I am physically ill and mentally ill and over medicated. And not everything we put out in the world is going to be our best. That's guaranteed. Even if we don't have difficulties, even if we are of the best physical constitution, the best mental constitution, we have great support networks, we are in great health, we are of high IQ, we have great financial standing, we can really go out there and be and do and perform in a consistent elite capacity, highly skilled, highly talented, highly able individuals, that it's not always going to work out. Everybody has off days. No matter how hard or easy life comes for you, you need to be able to allow yourself, not just, as I've mentioned in some other videos in the past, the full breadth of human emotion, and allow yourself that it is okay, even though you are pursuing a happier state of being overall, to experience the range of human feelings, including the negative ones. That's okay, and it's okay to have a bad day, and it's okay to have a bad output. If you are even at the top echelons of whatever, that you're not going to be able to put out 100% of the time. I made a video about doing 100% of that you can on a given day, and doing what you can to the best of your ability on a given day. But your ability, given a variety of circumstances, is going to change from how much you slept or did not sleep, whether you are ill or not, whether you're just having an off day, whether you're mentally distracted or emotionally distracted. There are other things going on, physical illnesses, circumstances, or just some things, I mean, we think are great that we do, and other people think we're a total bomb. Sometimes we think we've done a thing that's a total bomb, and other people just think it's fantastic. You may be the greatest chef in the world, and you're gonna make a mistake and burn food. It's gonna happen no matter how qualified you are. And if you are facing difficulties getting through days because of physical or mental illnesses, or horrific or tremendous circumstances, even further still, the obstacles of that and other things are going to make you not always put out 100%, even if you're giving 100%, even if you're doing the best you can do. it may not be that great. If you're an excellent parent, you might yell at your kids. You might lose your temper. You might bicker with your partner. In all the dynamics of our life, in all the days of our life. Yes, try 100%, but perfection is an illusion. And even if you are at the best of your best of your best of your best, you're gonna not do your best all the time. You're not gonna be your best all the time. Just as it's inhuman not to assume to feel the breadth of human feelings. It's inhuman not to expect to be at the pinnacle of perfection all the time and to fault or beat yourself up for something less than perfection as far as your standards or your projection of what perfection is supposed to be when you're not living up to your own standards. We beat ourselves up for not living up to standards that we ourselves have created for ourselves. That this is how this is going to pan out. This is going to be my greatest piece of art ever. This is going to be my greatest YouTube video ever. I don't make great YouTube videos, but let's just say that I did, and I said that, and it was a complete flop. We're going to have this great family Christmas, and then everything goes to pot, and you lose your temper and have a tantrum. It's projecting expectations of how things are going to go can set you up for having problems. So despite that, yes, we need to put in 100% of ourselves into all that we do. Go all in. Put your whole heart in. Put your whole self in, or don't bother doing it. Try to do what you can do on a given basis, but your ability will fluctuate no matter how great you are. Whatever you do when you make a mistake, mistakes and failures are to be expected. And not everything is going to be great all the time. There's a video about just because you win once, twice, 3 times doesn't mean you're going to consistently win. You need to accept failure. You need to realize perfection is an illusion. You need to realize that your capacities are going to vary on a day-to-day basis. You need to be able to accept mistakes, foibles, not being perfect in all dynamics of your life all the time. You don't see elite athletes letting themselves be discouraged by a bad workout or a single bad performance. It happens all the time. These are the elites that I was mentioning. Just happens to be elite athletes. And even they have not simply bad workouts, but bad play, where millions of people are watching them and judging them. And they have their whole team counting on them. And they blow it. And this could crush a person's self-esteem. This could crush a person. But it doesn't crush them. They learn. They assess why they might be off that day, what they might have done the day before, or say didn't get enough sleep, or etc. Why it might have panned out the way that it did. And then they try to learn from the experience, and they don't carry around that burden of accumulating every less than your own expectation of yourself performance in any arena of your life. Because you will just be chock full, over the course of a day, no matter how well intended, wholehearted and full of effort, we try to do the right things, how many errors and judgment, mistakes, falling short, little things that could have been a little bit better do we accumulate in a single day if we allow that laundry list to build up in our brain? We will hate ourselves. You need to relax your expectation of being a perfect anything. That's inhuman. It's not possible. Try not to forward project expectations of how things will turn out. Be easy on yourself and let it go when it didn't live up to your own expectations. Like a lot of my videos smothered throughout here as I've been really ill, but I'm still trying to do the video a day, has not been living up to my own expectations. But I'm keeping realism and what I'm capable of doing at this point in perspective and not letting it accumulate in my brain as some value definition of who I am and what I'm capable of as a person, or even on this channel, because I've been off, because I know my own situation and I know my own capacities at this current juncture in my life, and I also know that it's not always going to be perfect. Nothing ever is. You will never be perfect. Stop trying to be perfect and let go of your off days without carrying it around with you. Take those rocks out of your backpack and drop them day after 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 day. Grow your self-esteem, grow your self-confidence, and grow your confidence in your own decision capacity and directing of your own life capacity by stop second guessing less than perfection in the arenas of your life. Even those that are at their peak and pinnacle, don't let it bother them. They ask themselves why it happened. There's something they could do better. Then they let it go, and they go again. You don't see elite athletes letting themselves be discouraged by a bad workout or a single bad performance. Frankly, it happens all the time. So if you're struggling with life, in life, through life, with yourself, with circumstances, and you're still largely pulling it off, give yourself a break, seriously. Give yourself a break. Let yourself off the hook. For being human. You're allowed to have off days, off performances, off the mark in your attempts to do and be right. It's all right. You're all right. And I just whistled. Good morning, goodbye. Love you guys.